y'all? What's up? This is a direct upload, and as y'all know, direct uploads, they unplanned because I usually record my stuff in advance. But I wanted to, what am I call this joint? Old men are getting it. I'm gonna call this it. Old men are getting it. And this is a response to a BGS video, which in turn was a response to something, some young lady did something regarding black women. I didn't watch the actual video, but I was watching BGS's response. Wait, hold on a second. Yeah, I had to cough and stuff. This weather. Anyway, Ray, one part of it, and I think she had, apparently the young lady had said something about like old men hitting the wall, right? Old men hitting the wall, not being able to get play or something like that. And I ain't gonna lie, I bust out laughing. I had to stop the video at that point and just roll on the floor laughing because it was the funniest thing I've ever heard. And I like BGS's response to it because he said, there's a lot of women out here 40 and over who still want play, right? They still want attention from men. They ain't chasing young men. They want men around their age. And I'm gonna tell you something now. Any man, regardless of race, if he get past the age of 40 and he has maybe his own spot, as long as he got his own spot, he's gainfully employed, got a working car, and doesn't have any major mental illnesses, gets play regardless. Maybe, I've known some guys, they've had like 2 and 3 women and stuff. 2 and 3 older guys because they're dealing with older women, right? Because see, that's the whole point. Apparently that woman is thinking like women are looking at men the same way men are looking at women, or something like that, right? They thinking, well, because if a woman gets a certain age, her sexual market value goes down. Because men, we prefer like young and fertile and fine. That's just our preference, right? We'll adjust it though. We'll adjust it. But she's acting like women go for the same thing. I wonder if she hang around other women. I'm like, no, because our market value goes up. Because as BGS rightly pointed out, we stable. Women looking for stability, right? And if you want to, that's all women. They ain't just one segment of women. They ain't just like just black women or something, but all women. Even though black women, they looking for stability. And, so you get an older man who's more stable in decent shape. That's more, he's just more stable. Now, I know there's some young women say, I wouldn't mess with older men or something. But it's not even about that. As I said earlier, and BGS also pointed out, shoot, you got a whole bunch of women up here in their 40s, 50s, staying in decent shape. I'm just coming from the gym, and shoot, you got these older women in there. They in those aerobics classes and stuff. They in those aerobics classes, they lifting. Ain't like, but they still want to be active with a man. They still want to be sexually active. In fact, a professional relationship counselor told me, he get paid to counsel relationships. He said, shoot, these older women should be women in their 60s still getting down. In fact, you got a lot of sexually transmitted diseases among older women. They still fucking. And who you think they fucking? All of them ain't cougars. Shoot. Right? And even with the age thing, you got a lot of young girls who will have sex with a particular older man, and he don't have to look like Idris Elba or something, which is another thing. It's a reason why whenever they talk about the sexiest man or something alive, it's usually a dude in his 40s or over. They never had no like young guy on there. That's because the things that make a man valuable comes with age. Stability, that comes with age. Wisdom, leadership ability, right? Shoot. Even studies have been done to show that if a man got a little bit of gray in his hair, women like it. So just like, this is funny, but you see, sometimes people talk out of like maybe their own personal preference, and if that's it, that was that young lady's personal preference, that's cool, but that's not the overall societal thing. I mean, because when I thought about that, and I had some time, because I had to go to the gym and stuff, get my workout on, right? And it's amazing how many, I just thought about all the dudes I've known like in their 50s and 60s done did something with some young girl. Seriously. And the guys don't be like Adonis or anything. They just be just some regular guys, but they cool. Got some wisdom. They got some game. That's really what it is. After a while, what it happens is as a man get older, he should, and this ain't all older guys, but he should know how to interact with a woman. And then you actually get some young girls who will seek out an older man. Young girls now, not even like the rest of them, just some young girls, because they feel like the older man know what he's doing in the bedroom. And like I said, this ain't even about that. I'm shoot. And I like how BGS said it. Only guys who are not going to really get, if they older and they got some shit going, they ain't getting played. It's just they don't really want to. That's it. They just, they just like say, you know what, I don't even feel like it. But if they decide to, it don't take much. It really don't take much. And see, I'm known for talking about that whole select and non-select thing, right? Here's something with it. That select, like, okay, let's use that 80-20 rule. Let's say, it's always like, 80% of the women chasing 20% of the men or something like that. That varies with age. Now, when a woman is at the height of her sexual value, she's young, fertile and stuff, breast up all perky and all that, yeah, she'll probably chase just that small group of men, right? Because she can get them. But as a woman ages, that 20% starts getting larger. Like if the typical 50-year-old woman, right, her select might be 50% of the men she encountered, because she ain't tripping off of little things. She ain't tripping, and she knows she ain't at that same, she ain't looking like she was when she 18. She's probably put on a little bit of weight, breasts might be sagging a little bit. Shit, she ain't gonna be as picky. She ain't gonna be as picky. The only issue is if she can get a man who actually wants her. And see, that come back to, once a guy gets older, he got his stuff together. His only issue is who he want to mess with. That's his issue. It ain't even the women. The women are there. It's easy. It depends on, as long as he's like mentally healthy. I think that's the only thing that might hurt a man. He's just shell shocked or something. But if he got a little bit of sense, and as long as he ain't looking for like some 20-year-old dime, please. Seriously. And I know this ain't coming for some young guys. They like, nah, I want it now. Well, just work on your shit. But I mean, I'm just saying what is. It ain't about like, what we wish it is or anything like that. But I'm just saying what is. It's easy. Shoot, me, like, people usually take me for my 40s, even though I'm 53, right? And even just in my neighborhood, walking around, going to different stores, nobody know what I do for a living. And, if I let my hair grow out, you got the gray and everything, get a lot of attention. Seriously, just walking around. Like, nobody knows how old I am. Be some older ladies, but hey. And when I say older, I say I got a natural range of, like, over 35. They usually, with me, over 35, they're usually friendliest. I do get some youngins check me out depending on my haircut. So, but, my whole point is, it cracked me up. See, women can't think the men going through the same thing as they do. They hit a wall. We don't. Seriously. We don't hit a wall. That's why you got some guys in their 60s and 70s and stuff talking about they having a baby and stuff. I remember I had one of those shade tree mechanics work on the car. Big, tall, old guy and whatnot, man. Looked like he belonged in a Medea movie and whatnot. Yeah, he looked like he belonged in a Medea movie and stuff, man. He gonna come fix the car one day, bring his, like, baby mama and stuff. He's 70, she 35. She bringing a 5-year-old. They sitting in the car while he fixing my car. It's like, damn. Oh, man. Yeah, but that's just funny. But yeah, and it's out there. Anybody can see that. Anybody can see that. But sometimes people want to have their head in the sand. So anyway, y'all, like I said, this going up real quick and stuff. I just had to say that, you know, sometimes I got something on my mind and I gotta just go ahead and do it. All right, this young lady waiting for me to cross so I don't run a dog over, which I would. Anyway, y'all, I'll talk to y'all. Peace.